witness what happened in Rwanda. I left Rwanda 2 days before the genocide occurs. And I was among the first who called the international community before the United Nations Human Rights Commission that the commission of inquiry be established. That commission came with the findings that genocide was being committed in Rwanda. Later on, I joined the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda as the head of that judicial institution. I also witnessed the suffering of those victims who came to testify before the tribunal. And that is why, commemorating the 19th anniversary of the Rwandan genocide, I cannot but quote UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon when he said that prevention is something which is key to make this world a better place. And it is the role of each of us, individual, civil society actors, member states, regional, sub-regional organizations. We have all to stand up and fight against these scourges. And it is extremely important that we remember what happened in Rwanda. And it is extremely important that we ensure that the never again, which was claimed after the Holocaust, become really not only a slogan, but a living reality. Studying past genocide, we discover that all these crimes, this horrendous crime, is based on identity conflict. And that is why it is extremely important that the states practice good governance and ensure human rights protection to start, respect the rule of law, and this may mean taking initiative to develop and implement national and action plan for atrocity prevention, support independent human rights institutions, abrogate legislation to stop discrimination practices, and ensure that perpetration of atrocity crimes are held accountable. And finally, respond also to hate speech that constitute incitement to genocide. The United Nations provides a wide range of tools under Chapter 6, 7, and 8 that can be used. And as these tools do not call for the use of force, they do not require Security Council authorization. They can be employed by member states, regional, sub-regional organizations, or civil society even to respond and to prevent the future occurrence of genocide, war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and crimes against humanity. For instance, non-coercive tools include commission of inquiry to establish the truth about what is happening, diplomatic sanction, the use of good offices or special envoys, and mediation support, judicial settlement of dispute, referral to the International Criminal Court, and suspension even of membership from intergovernmental organizations, including regional or sub-regional organizations. Despite the ongoing crisis, the international community has made real progress. For one, it is significant that it is now universally recognized that everyone has a role and a responsibility to prevent genocide and atrocity crimes. A growing number of member states have created focal points within their government on genocide prevention or the responsibility to protect, or have created interagency structures. If you go to the Great Lake of Africa, you have now the Regional Committee for the Prevention of Genocide. If you go to Latin America, you have 18 member states who have created a network on the prevention of genocide. And at the national level, you have also national committees established in countries like Tanzania, Congo-Brazzaville, and in United States. President Obama last year established what is known today as the Atrocity Prevention Boards. And we have to get as many, if not all, member states to establish such structures. We are so sad with what is happening in Syria. It is simply unacceptable. And hopefully the United Nations, the Arab League of States, have appointed a joint representative, Lakhdar Brahimi, who is continuing his effort in dialoguing with the parties to the conflict in view to facilitate a peaceful political solution to the crisis. However, the United Nations alone cannot stop the killings in Syria. All parties to the conflict must commit themselves to finding a sustainable political solution that brings an end to the violence. Furthermore, all states, in particular those to provide direct support to those actors that continue to commit crimes, have a responsibility to use all their influence over those actors in order to help bring an end to the killing. And it is extremely important that the day after that solution is found, that efforts continue also to prevent the occurrence of killing based either on religion, nationality, whatever. What we want tomorrow is that the Syrian people reconcile with themselves and have a nation.